Afternoon update, kind of a messy Saturday morning. It was coming down pretty hard until about 7, 8 o'clock, and then we started to change over to that messy mix of sleet and snow. Let's take a look at some of the totals that we saw. Burrillville made it up to almost 5, South Attleboro 4 inches, South Kingstown 1.1, Pawtucket 2.5, Cranston 3.5, and Providence at 2.5. Now, as we look at our satellite picture, you can see most of us now in the rain. There may be a little bit of snow and sleet still happening in extreme northern Rhode Island and northern Bristol County, Massachusetts. It's in those areas where the snow and the sleet may not completely turn off throughout the day, but for the rest of us, we get a mostly rain event this afternoon mixing with a little bit of sleet at times. In fact, our computer model shows that pretty well. You can see green representing some of those rain showers. To the north and west of 295, though, still the potential of some wet snow or sleet. Now, here's where it gets a little interesting. Into the later part of this afternoon, you can see around 4 p.m., the blue starting to push into northwest Rhode Island. This is the point where we start to transition over to snow, just all snow rather than the mix. And you can see that snow spreads across most of the viewing area by 5 o'clock. This will keep up for a few hours, but you can see by 7 or 8 o'clock it starts to move out of the area. So when you add up these additional accumulations this evening, we're talking about an inch, maybe 2 inches additional. Northwest Rhode Island, you could get a little more than that, but again, it's not a whole lot of additional accumulation for most of our viewing area. And when you add everything up, and keep in mind, this is taking into account what fell this morning. So grand totals, 1 to 3 inches at the coast, 2 to 4 up and down the I-95 corridor, including Providence, 4 to 6 to the north and west of 295, 6 to 9 in extreme northern portions of Pasco, and even up into Gloucester at some of those higher elevations. And, you know, some of these numbers may actually not even make it to these readings that you're seeing here on the screen, simply because as the rain and the sleet falls this afternoon, it may actually squash down some of those snow totals before we get that additional final burst of snow later on tonight. So when we get the sleet and the rain mixing in, it does make it tricky to really forecast these grand total accumulations, but this is pretty much what I'm thinking. So you can break it down like this as well. Providence 2 to 4, Chepachet 4 to 6. And it's in those zones up near Chepachet where we have seen a few reports of trees down. I think I saw a report of a branch down in Scituate. So just be mindful. It's very heavy and wet snow. It may drag down some branches, and also it is very hard to shovel away. So just use caution as you're clearing out the snow. We get a break from all this tomorrow, and then Monday and Tuesday, another potential storm. This one actually could mean business. Some of our more recent computer information brings in a more significant storm at the coast. We'll have to watch that carefully. Also, keep in mind, even once the snow ends tonight, after 8 or 9 o'clock, it will get cold, below freezing, so there will likely be some patchy ice out there tonight through a good part of tomorrow morning. That is all for now. Thanks for tuning in online. TJ Del Santa will have another online update later on today, and it'll be on the air with Eyewitness News at, what time is it tonight? 6 p.m., I believe, on Channel 12 WPRI. He'll be on the air tonight. Have a good afternoon and stay safe.